Oh, yeah. Where she at? Where is she? Oh, who was that? I'm sorry. Easy. So, like now I'm trying to use the cartoon. Oh, the tune, not the cartoon. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna get your stand on and all that. I just had to sit you down because I was trying to get it together. Behind the scenes, I'm telling you, it's such a process to get it together. But Kevin dropped today. I know he had last week off. He said he was moving. Um, and sometimes that can cause a delay in production. But Kevin Just Thought Lounge, he dropped a video today on Sunday, per usual. But it's definitely somebody that we can rely on Sundays is Kevin. And so he will drop today. So I'm gonna get ready to swing on over there and see what after. Um, we do have to re-record Dear Universe. So if anything, I'll probably go ahead and get that out of the way first. Um, just go ahead and get that out of the way. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Um, I'm just checking on the percentages, making sure everybody good. 80%. I know my lips are dry. I keep the green. I keep the green. I'm just trying to get it together. Usually I try to at least get this off of you so I don't try to pick that bag up and slang all over the place. Because I'm trying to get him together. I'm trying to see what happened with whoever this is. He had up. Let me see. Hold on, let me cut it down. Because I'll be on my channel. So hold on. That's I'm gonna be in the chat for sure. I'm definitely gonna be in the chat. Absolutely. I got hearts and everything. Say hi. 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 Is it- hold on. Let me see. Oh, I can only do that on the. Thank you for the hearts. Okay. Um, let me swap. Let me go. Thank you for the hearts. Mwah. Oh, what channel? The Secret Marriage. Oh my. Gruesome. Look at the title. Not gruesome, Kevin. Go and give Kevin his thumb. Hold on, Kevin. Hold on. Hold on. He come in talking. Hold on. I gotta multitask.
On a summer morning in 2023, outside of Las Vegas, Nevada, 46-year-old Jonathan found by his mother,
Jonathan.
decapitated in his bedroom.
Oh, no. He did say gruesome. He did say gruesome. Okay. Let me. Oh, decapitated. Finish.
Just a really clean cut,
Oh.
and then there was no head.
The fa-
Now, remember, it's alleged that Celeste. Let me charge it up. Let me put the extension cord on my charger. Now, remember, it's alleged that Celeste may have been dismembered. So you see, this is nothing new. Um, that's alleged. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but it is alleged 78. Let me go ahead. So um we're not gonna sit here and act like ooh. It's alleged. It's alleged that she was. But it's when I can't necessarily say this is new. Uh it has be it has it because let me tell you what ended up happening. Who if you watched Adrian from Coffee House Crime, his last video with Clarissa and Phoenix. Let me see who else. Let me see who else had did because remember, was it? I think if we go back last week, Adrian from Coffee House Crime had another guy. Remember the black guy who was doing something with these two white guys, and he dismembered them. And he was what why was he traveling all over the place with these suitcases and was trying to dump them somewhere, and the wheel broke and everybody was like, "What do you got in there with suitcases? Is it a party?" And he took off running and all that stuff. Um, remember who was that was dumping them parts in the trash can? The chick who told her I think her mama she had dropped a baby off at her mama house and was like, "Hey, I'll be back. We're finna go run some errands." But then she ended up over there with this psycho ex who she had broke up with, and somehow she ended up over there with him. I don't know why she went back over there to talk to him after he had, what did he do? He tried to schedule a hair appointment to come and see her, and just and then, cause remember how he had to get a car. He spent all night hacking away at her, throwing her in different dumpsters and trash cans over here, over there. And then what ended up happening? He called his cousin to come. Hey, he told her some lie. Had her drop the car, come pick the car up, drop the car off somewhere, and then was trying to intimidate the mama in the court. So, um, oh, it's getting rough out here in these streets.
Mother of three had been a friendly guy, hardworking and reliable. Behind his easygoing demeanor and smiling selfness was a man with a family in chaos.
Mm.
In the aftermath of his gruesome death, detectives uncovered the dark secrets held by those closest to John. Along with them, motive for murder.
And she's spazzing out. Are you charging? Cause she got me nervous. She got me nervous. I don't know what happened to John, but I'm finna find out. I'm about to get ready to find out what happened to John. And it obviously looked like her with that type of temper right there. It ain't nobody but her. And I can't believe that she would do that to John. Breakfast for dinner, weird at a breakfast. It's breakfast food. I just had breakfast pizza thin or thick. It depends. That's a good question. I like. Oh, let me try that one. Let me try that one because I like that. I like that. Then it's breakfast. I just had pancakes and bacon for breakfast tonight, so I know it ain't weird. Um, now, okay, now listen. Stop asking me all them questions. You distracted me. I can just leave that one. Then it depends. Marco's just they just started they thin crust. They just started to me. I don't like. Don't get me started talking about pizza. My blood pressure. My blood pressure get through the roof just thinking about it. Go ask Domino's about me. Go ask Marco's about me. Um, Go ask Little Caesars about me. Go ask Papa John's about me. Go ask DiGiorno and Freshetta about me. Go ask anybody in these pizza streets about me. I'm telling you. Who has the best thin? I'm gonna give it to Marco's. They just for me, they just started adding thin, or maybe I just started seeing it on the app. I don't know. But they are certified in the thin streets. Now, um, Little Caesars, they're thin, delicioso. Um, I wasn't a too fan of Papa John's thin because they had been on the what was that? The New York style. I had been I had been going heavy on the New York style to the point to whereas I forgot how the regular crust, the regular Papa John, the original tasted. So I'm just getting back over there with the regular. I had to give the New York style a break. Um, and so they, I'm giving it to Marcos. If you ask me, I'm gonna go over there and give it to Marcos. 100% for sure, for sure. Oh, my bad. Hold on. I got you. I don't know about no say hi, but I can for sure throw you a emoji in there real quick. Okay, because I'm in the chat. I'm in the chat. Um, I have no idea what happened at Brown University. I'm behind. Ian, Carol, relax. He all on my algorithm in my timeline. Um, hold on, let me see, because give me a second. Got me thinking about pizza all of a sudden. I don't need that. I don't need that right now. I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine. Not getting myself all worked up about no pizza. I had breakfast for dinner. I did. I had some leftover pancakes and I didn't want them to go to waste because it took me so long to cook them. I had to bend up a lot to go to Home Depot to fix this hole in the wall because who knew I had wrestlers? Is this, what was this? iPhone. Um, Trying not to get myself distracted here. I'm gonna charge you up real quick, real fast. We're gonna go figure out what happened to John because that is just so disrespectful. I'm like, don't worry, I'm not accusing her of anything yet. I haven't watched it, but uh, Kevin doesn't get it wrong. Let me just put it that way. Hold on, let me get my mic's out of here. Kevin doesn't usually get it wrong, and so if you're on the thumbnail, ma'am, then that's you. Now I don't know who's having a secret marriage. I don't know who that is. Hold on, let me get this out of there. Okay, let me just pull that out of the way. But let's see. I don't even have a snack. 43 minutes. Child, I don't even have a snack. Come on, Kevin. I don't even have a snack for this.
Kevin
And
and welcome to Just Thought Lounge.
today's
Today's
uh-huh.
of scandalous
It
details.
has to be 43 minutes.
And it makes for an interesting
Mm.
traveling.
Okay,
It's
sure.
it also raises questions about what the evidence is actually telling us.
Oh,
Let's take a look.
what evidence? For 43 minutes, Kevin. I'm here though. I ain't And we missed you last week. Welcome back. Where we at?
Yolette was confused when she awoke on the morning of August 7th,
Uh-huh.
2023,
Where are
at her
you?
home in Harrison, Nevada.
Oh, no,
Her son,
Father.
46-year-old Jonathan Willett, appeared to still be in bed at 8 a.m. Yoko peered into his room and saw only the shape of his body under the covers. Receiving no response from her calls to John, she finally entered his bedroom. There, she saw only a motionless body in the bed and puddles of blood. Yoko's boyfriend, Yoshida, the only other person in the house, placed a call to 911.
Oh,
Officers and paramedics arrived at the home in the 2000 block of Paladura Drive before 9 a.m.
oh,
When responders entered the home, they found John lying on his front in the bed, sheets covering his body. His head had been removed, and it was missing. Officers established the house as a crime scene and began taking stock of the bizarre details. First, the obvious that John's head was nowhere in the house.
right,
There was no obvious murder weapon,
right,
no implements left behind that
right.
could potentially have been used to commit this gruesome crime. Indeed, had the decapitation occurred in the bedroom, there was little evidence left behind. The
Mm,
scene was oddly clean.
mm,
Next to the bed were John's boxer shorts.
mm,
He was found to be undressed under the sheets.
mm,
Amongst other scattered items on the floor were two belts knotted together.
mm.
These were also discarded near the bed. An empty bottle of ammonia and another of bleach were observed in the hallway outside of the bathroom. A pungent scent, likely from a combination of these chemicals, permeated the lower level of the house. It was strongest in the bedroom. The chemical smell seemed to worsen the longer it was inhaled.
Mm.
As officers struggled with the increasing burning
Right,
sensation
just
they
even
experienced
breathe.
while in the room,
Right.
they also began to notice what they believed was smoke rising from the bed beneath John.
Smoke.
Hey, Sarge, this guy is smoking. And I was like, what? He said, this guy is smoking. There's smoke coming from underneath him.
Photos of the scene were taken as rapidly as possible out
Right.
of fear that a fire may break out at any moment. Thankfully, it did not.
Okay. Where's that smoke coming from?
John's autopsy revealed
Uh-huh.
that cleaning solutions had been wiped all over his body, causing chemical burns.
Ugh.
These injuries were sustained after his death.
Okay, postmortem.
The
Okay.
same is true of the decapitation. That brutal act had
Child, we 4 minutes in. I already gotta take a break. Ooh, that's this. Ooh, it's raising my blood pressure already. Let me swap this charger real quick. So I can go ahead and get this charger. What he said. Let me make sure I can keep up.
also been post-mortem, and
So how did he?
was not the injury that killed him.
So what went?
Though, crucially, the medical examiner was unable to determine exactly what had caused his death. The conclusion reached in the autopsy report was that John Willett had died of homicidal violence, the exact nature of which was unknown. A forensic expert determined that two different implements were used in the decapitation. The first was a manual tool, which left distinct hesitation marks. The second was a power tool, such as a mechanically powered saw.
How she didn't hear that? How they didn't hear that? Y'all in the same house? How y'all didn't hear that? A power tool? How y'all didn't hear that? I don't understand. I'm confused. How y'all did not hear that? How y'all didn't hear a power tool going on at 3 a.m., 4:30?
Had Jonathan Willett not been brutally murdered,
Right.
he would have turned 47 years old that November. John was born at the Yokota Air Base Hospital in Tokyo, where his father was stationed while serving in the U.S. Air Force.
Thank you.
He moved several times in his childhood, from Japan to
Mm.
Montana,
Mm.
then California,
Mm.
before his family finally settled in Henderson, Nevada, following his father's retirement. For over 20 years, John worked on the Las Vegas Strip for various companies selling timeshares.
Mm.
In the years before his death, he established a moving company.
Biggest movie guy. Fucking 6 a.m.
Mm.
Hard motherfuckers coming at you.
No.
Can't work miracles, but I do magic, motherfucker.
Mm.
As the Vegas moving guy, John's truck and trailer were a regular presence around the Las Vegas Valley. He loved and took pride in his work. A very extroverted and chatty man, he loved
Yeah.
nothing more than getting to know his clients and making new friends.
He seemed pretty cool, if you ask me. We got to jump down this rabbit hole. I'm scared. How hostile she came in at the beginning, she got me nervous. I'm scared. I ain't even gonna hold you. She got me nervous. Mm. Not you decapitating. And where is it? What you did with it? Where is it?
It's the husband. Look, man.
Look, he's a city.
DJ moving in his new house. Congratulations. And
He vlogging too. He
He
vlogging.
was known as a hardworking and selfless man.
Okay.
But John's personal life was not as pleasant and straightforward as his professional one.
Obviously. Scoot over so I can see. Ooh.
Their mother, a former adult movie actress,
Ooh.
Evan Michaels, had been granted supervised visitation.
Ooh.
In practice, however, they often skirted these restrictions and shared their care and time with their daughters. John's eldest son, Devier, was from an earlier relationship.
Okay.
The 27-year-old held a job as a home security system technician.
Okay.
He installed security cameras. The two had been close at one time, even working together.
Anyway. Devier. Is that
The relationship became strained when John discovered that his son had secretly married the mother of his children.
which one? My bad. I can't. What? I'm so caught off guard. I'm asking which one? Like, do you it ain't nobody else but you, Devier and the little girl. So I'm like, it can't be your mama. So I'm like, wait, how y'all even know each other? How? Somebody else did that. Somebody else did that. Cause Giles ended up talking about Giles just did another story about her. I, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it because his perspective is from the opposite angle. Um, somebody else just did it. Who else? Somebody else. Wasn't that the chick? That was the chick. Yes, the post office, the postal worker. Giles just dropped that video. Um, I can't even remember her doggone name. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the sister ended up. Oh my God, what are we doing? Got my hair hurt. Look,
45-year-old
45, hit 27.
Tracy Tavares, and Sally Bowles. Yoko knew her as Nikki, while friends from her past called her Dee.
One is me, Devin Michaels. We are on our final hour of our open house over here at 9179 Smugglers Beach Court. It's right off of Blue Diamond in El Capitan. Come say hi.
Roughly 18 years his senior,
Right.
Devin had entered into a clandestine romance with her then 19-year-old stepson
Stepson.
years earlier. How much John knew about his son's
Right.
relationship, they
Right.
had kept the marriage a secret, never informing John's mother, Yoko, for example, that they were even a couple. It was
Right.
clear that John's eventual discovery of the marriage
Right.
came as a shock. He wrote to Debier, "You have nothing to tell me? WTF," followed by
Right.
devil shit.
Ugh.
With the marriage, his son became both stepbrother and stepfather to John and Devin's two girls. John was Devin's ex-lover, but now he was also her father-in-law. Even more
Ugh.
unexpected, despite these bizarre
Look
circumstances,
at them
in
two
the days
little.
leading, John was moving from his mother's home on Paladura
Mm-hmm.
to once again live with Devin and their daughters at the house she shared with Debier.
So y'all moving in together? Let me finish.
According to Yoko, the two were reconciling. They were to be a traditional family once again. It was not clear how Debier
Right.
fit to that picture.
You see what I mean? I'm like, so y'all supposed to be moving in together. But then he's married. She's married to your son. But y'all moving in together. So confused right now.
Never seen a driver after a car
Right.
accident.
Thank you for the break, because I was having to break myself. How that's supposed to work out? How just explain to me, how is that supposed to work out? Y'all supposed to be, you supposed to be moving out your mama house, because remember, that's where we found you at, motionless, headless in the bed. How, you moving out your mama house, you moving in with her, but she's married to your son, so they don't live together. Oh my God, it's messy. Too
Directly.
messy for me on this Sunday. Too messy. Go ahead.
Investigators first interviewed Devin at her home
Uh
on
oh.
Porcupine Rim Street
Porcupine.
in the Las Vegas Valley.
Mm-hmm.
The audio was recorded.
Oh,
Devin told investigators that John had recently broken off an engagement with another woman. He wanted to move in with her to establish greater stability for their daughter.
ma'am. Excuse me. You going down the wrong road. That's not the road that we're going down. We ain't talking about nobody else, and what coulda, woulda, shoulda. Ma'am, stick to the story. What happened? Oh, look, wait, how you know last night? So you was with him last night, basically. That you just confirmed it, because we was gonna ask you where you were last night. Um, and so if you knew and you was there when he threw his, what is that, engagement ring in the trash? Okay, go ahead. Let me hear what you talking about. This Devin. Okay, he want to have a family with the girls. Is she talking in past tense or is she talking in present tense? See what I mean? Okay, so you was the last person with him. You was the last person that saw him You was the last person that engaged with him, interacted with him, so he throwing engagement rings in the trash and y'all moving stuff. So how did he end up?
Investigators continued to probe
Uh-huh.
Devin's characterization.
Look. Uh-oh.
She claimed that neither her relationship with the father of her children
Uh-huh.
nor
John
her relationship with her husband, who was his son, was
Devier.
intimate in nature.
Intimate. You're married. Yes. We were told you guys were possibly trying to get back together. Exactly. Trying to get everyone in one house and be the family for the girl. So who are you married to? I'm married to Devier. The son? Oh, okay. So Devier, his son, and you are now married. How long have you been married? Almost 2 years.
Downplayed the romantic nature.
Exactly.
Police.
2 years, and you're claiming that y'all not intimate together? He's 27, ma'am. Ma'am, he's 27. I'm talking about I can count at least 2 rounds immediately within the first 30 minutes. I am pretty sure you can get stroked 2 rounds, 30 minutes, less than 30. So I'm like, hi, what? That you ain't gonna convince me, Miss 40 what? 547? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Describing their marriage as one of convenience,
Look.
not intimacy. Devier claimed
Convenience.
he merely to help her out as a caregiver to both her and his younger sisters.
She didn't.
She
She
claimed
didn't
to
need no
have
caregiver.
a number of prescriptions and frequent hospital stays, which made her life challenging.
That's why she.
Devier offered to help.
Married like that. Are y'all intimate together? No. Did he sleep in the same bed with you? Like y'all Netflix and chill, or it's just look. Sometimes he'll fall asleep when we watching TV. Look, I told you Netflix and chill when we watch it, but usually he sleep on the couch. Cap.
Only in later conversations did Devon concede that she had, at one time, been physically intimate with her young husband.
At one time. That day? You mean that day y'all only had because 27? Ma'am.
But she claimed that had not been the case for years.
It's only been 2, ma'am, so don't put years. It's only been
We
2.
searched both of John's homes. His mother's house
Uh-huh.
on Paladura,
And
where
then
he was killed.
Devin.
The house unoccupied.
Right, with Devin. Right, okay.
They uncovered a wealth of evidence that appeared to contradict her
A
statements to
wealth.
police.
Devier with Devier.
Debbie, both very happy and appearing very much in love. There were further family portraits with the girls. Many images showed them being overtly affectionate.
Exactly.
Most revealing, on the bed in the room they shared,
Mhm.
investigators found a notebook.
What's her name?
Pages and pages of handwritten notes and letters
Ooh.
detailing 45-year-old's love for the man that had once been her stepson. One letter addressed to Devier began, "My dearest love, I cannot begin to tell you how grateful I am for you."
Cursive. She writing in
"I
cursive.
am yours forever. mind, body, and soul. Though the picture painted by Devon's notes was not all happiness and romance. The couple clearly had a tumultuous relationship. They argued frequently, leading Deviere to escape to California for a time, leaving Devon devastated and angry. I lost
I lost everything for you and you leave me at my lowest. I will never understand how it is so easy to hurt me, but you clearly do it. So she toxic basically. Um my thing is all you had to do was ask your dad that. Like all you had to do was ask your dad. And then all of this could have been avoided. But instead, you want to sneak and creep around and then here we go. Let's just find out. Let's find out how this is gonna end because I don't know.
my lowest, she wrote. Investigators would learn that after Deviere moved to California, Devon tried to force him to return to Nevada.
Oh, how?
She was pregnant with his child.
Classic. Classic.
Who the father was.
I mean, how was that supposed to be manipulative if y'all are married? Who else baby would it be? Who else? If y'all are married, I'm just assuming. Look, oh, because y'all sneaking around. Y'all, oh, you know what I mean? Like his grandma didn't even know that y'all was
He did ultimately return to her.
obviously.
Correspondence between the two showed a roller coaster of emotion.
Of course. Modern games.
Months before being
Bingo.
enticed back,
Bingo. Bingo.
just showed her furious over their arguments and her husband's attempts to leave her.
Uh-huh.
Though at other times, their exchanges showed a young man who appeared passionate and desperately in love, perhaps living a kind of secret fantasy.
Bingo.
The house searches cast light on more than just the secret marriage. It revealed further lies told by Devon Michaels in her first conversations with law enforcement.
Further lies. What else she lied about?
House. They were looking for a weapon, evidence of a cleanup, perhaps an implement used in the decapitation. They found none of these items. They also did not find the engagement ring that Devon claimed to have seen John throw into the trash the day before he died. Why did she lie about that? There were more inconsistencies. She told investigators that John had registered guns, which had been moved to the Porcupine Rim house, but without ammunition because she did not have a gun safe. Yet, under the counter in a bathroom, they found exactly that, a gun safe. She lied about that as well. Then, in the back of a dresser drawer which held her underwear, police pulled out a bundle of plastic bags wrapped around a couple of small items. They slowly removed each layer to reveal John's driver's license, as well as his truck keys. Both John and his vehicle were still at his mother's house.
So
Yet these key personal items had made their way back to Devon's home, hidden away in her chest of drawers. Elsewhere in the bedroom, inside of a small backpack-style purse, they located his social security card. Most damning, however, was what investigators first spotted as they approached Devon at her home on Porcupine Rim,
what's the hell called?
close to the driveway. There was a substance smudged on the screen. It appeared to be blood. Testing would later confirm that
John.
the cell phone was John's,
Who
and the blood
blood
tested positive.
for Johnny? She can't even.
Cell phone location data was used in conjunction with local security
Who
camera
was
footage.
this? Who was this?
Movements of John, Devon, and Deviere in the hours before the beheading. The tracking showed Deviere at home. He was looking after the girls. Devon and John, however, were on the move. They spent John's last day together, shopping for back-to-school supplies for their daughters and moving John's belongings. By 8 p.m., they had arrived at the Paladura house. Devon's Nissan Armada was parked off to the side of the house. They drove John's Vegas moving guy truck back to Porcupine.
Just imagine how Devin and Devier. How similar their names are.
To John's belongings before returning once again.
Who was that running behind the truck? Who was that running?
One
Oh.
additional stop on their way back at a gas station where they fueled up and purchased a few small items. John was captured with a smile on his face as he entered and exited the store. Devin was wearing a white tank top, blue shorts, black sneakers, and carried the same small black bag that was later searched by investigators. After their brief stop, cameras tracked their arrival at Yoko's house at 10:12 p.m. Investigators believed that John was murdered sometime after this point and before Devin left the house 4 hours later at 2:04 a.m.
What happened? I don't understand.
Two events within this time frame were documented.
What?
First was at 11 p.m. when the neighbor's security camera captured an individual unlocking the Nissan, opening the driver's side door, and
Mhm.
placing something inside.
Oh, I thought it
Both
was
cell phone tracking the lights from the Nissan shown on camera suggested that the vehicle was then pulled forward slightly
I was
to
gonna
park
say.
directly in front of the house, right next to John's truck and
Mm.
trailer, out of view of the camera. The second event was an encounter between Devin and Yoko, which took place in the kitchen sometime around 1 a.m.
Right.
Yoko came downstairs from her bedroom for a glass of water.
Oh,
In the kitchen, she spoke with Devin for a period of roughly 15 minutes.
okay.
The two did the dishes. Yoko would later recount that she believed that Devin was surprised to see her,
Mm.
but that there was no blood visible on her. Devin told Yoko that John was asleep in his room. This statement seemed to contradict what Devin told investigators, that John was awake and having a cigarette in the garage when she left shortly after speaking with Yoko.
Now she lying.
The Nissan left the house just after 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Devin and John's cell phones traveled to Porcupine Rim, arriving roughly an hour later.
Why you got his phone? Where's she at? Get some food?
With a trash bin or a similar
Is
location.
this the bank? What is this?
Pharmacy.
Oh,
At 2:29 a.m., Devin went to a CVS drive-thru.
they the only one open 24 hours.
View is not completely clear.
He ain't
He
in there
appears to be wearing a white tank top, similar to the one she was wearing
at
at
the
the gas
store.
station earlier. Again, just as Yoko had noted an hour before.
He had no blood on him.
She is recorded calmly taking a sip of water from her bottle, collecting the medication, and driving away. John was discovered in his bed less than 6 hours later at 8 a.m.
So, look, child, I was about to take a break myself. I'm like, I'm like, she ain't gonna be able to do that with no white tank, not decaf. So, I know Devier wouldn't do that to his dad. I thought he was at the house taking care of the girls, right? So at one, did she take the shirt off and put it back on? That is such a. Ain't no way she did that, right? I'm talking about by herself. Oh, I'm not convinced that she did that. But
August 15th,
look,
roughly 1 week
look,
following John's death,
here she go.
Devin was arrested and interrogated by detectives from the Henderson PD.
Suspicion of murder.
Took them through her last day with John, step by step, right up to the point that she collected the prescription at the CVS
This is
drive-thru.
here. So I'm looking for the bar.
This time, there was an added detail.
What?
After they returned to Paladura, she
Uh-huh.
described John
Come on.
lying on his bed. She gave him a massage. She told detectives that he made an unwanted advance. So she walked across the room, picked up an unidentified wooden object from a shelf, and hit him over the head with it.
Ma'am, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. First of all, where is your lawyer? Where is your lawyer? Why are you no, ma'am, lawyer. Why are you trying to now like no, it's just not that's for one. You ain't even supposed to be talking to them without a lawyer, especially if you're gonna change your story. Cause hitting them across the head and cause you can hit somebody, but it ain't gonna come off. It ain't gonna just fall off. So please don't try to sit here and make it seem like, oh, cause he tried to come on to me. You got on booty shorts, man. What you want me to say? What you want me to do? And they blue, light sky blue too.
The blow, she said, did not kill him. She knew he was still breathing. Devin claimed that when she left the house that night, John was
Was
still
it alive?
she decapitated him.
Watch her. Look at her. Look. She think remember what they said earlier, some acting career that she got? That's not gonna work. Ma'am, that's not gonna work. How do you know he was breathing? You can tell when a person is breathing, but you said it was dark. In the dark. So you can't see the area on his head, but you can see his chest moving. Oh, you can see what he grabbed off the shelf because it's so dark. But when you walk over and you can see him breathing, yeah, no, ma'am, no, ma'am.
his claims about what motivated her to attack the father.
But then look, she's still listen. Just just a minute, she's still lying. You told his mama that he was asleep. You then said he was in the garage smoking a cigarette. Now you're saying, oh, well, he was in the bed. He was laying down because he was still breathing. I had bust him across the head with something. I don't know what it was, but I did bust him across the head. It didn't knock his head off. But he was still breathing when I left. So I don't know what y'all talking about. So he asleep? Was he getting a massage? Was he outside in the garage smoking cigarette? Man, ma'am, which one?
Very consistent. At first, she implied that she hit him in response to unwanted sexual contact.
Mm-hmm.
She also later stated that she and John had been in a physical relationship
Uh-huh.
in exchange for him paying her bills. Devin made accusations of abuse and suggested that John had a problematic relationship with alcohol. He had been a heavy drinker.
Don't bring it up now.
Not to hurt John, just enough to hospitalize him. Then she could figure out what to do with the children.
Figure
For
out.
investigators, it was this motivation that seemed to provide the most obvious explanation for the murder. With John out of the way,
Mm-hmm.
Devin would regain custody of her girls without him moving into the house. She would have the family that she desired, but with the husband that she really wanted. When confronted about the decapitation and the cleanup, Devin vehemently insisted that she had no recollection of that period of time.
Recollection.
What they said.
Watch him. Uh-huh. And you know what? Let me tell you something. That's why I said that you should have gotten your lawyer because you're trying to put on this acting facade. You're trying to bring that acting um into reality. And now the reality is what you did, and you know that wasn't a movie scene that you know what I mean, that wasn't no stunt double or nothing like that. There was no cut or nothing. Ma'am, listen, you finna go to jail, honey. I'm about to go ahead and let you know, if this was you, allegedly, I ain't got to the end. I'm still 22 minutes in. So don't try to sit here and act like this feels like a nightmare. Man, where's your lawyer? Where's your lawyer? I remember being with him and us talking and everything like that. Uh-huh. Everything like that. But the actual what? Murder? It does not feel. She can even say it. She can even say it. I don't feel that I was there that long. I remember being there. Yoko, home, pharmacy. I thought I was home at like two something. You guys are saying it was 2:42 when you pulled in, and then you put some in the car, got some, moved the car. So after you got home, I got a shower, I went to bed. Yeah. Okay, so you blacked out. And in my recollection, it was not like that. Okay, okay. You know what? Listen, that's why I told you that you should have had your lawyer. Because if you don't remember, then who's the heavy drinker, ma'am? You and him. What y'all bought at the store anyway? Don't worry about it. Um, you blacked out. But my thing is, what did he say? What was the conversation that made you blacked out? You keep skipping something. Like you keep skipping. You only want to talk about what you want to talk about. It's bits and parts of this that you just keep skipping. Little snippets. Ma'am, what happened? Because if it was gonna lead to that, just stay at the house, and you could have told John, you can stay with Devier, and he can move the stuff and all that. He walked in the store. Y'all walked in the convenience store like y'all just had a quickie in the car. He pulling up his breeches, smiling, giggling. You fixing your shorts. I'm like, what is all this? What's going on? Yep, she said that you was in the kitchen. Oh, she lied. She lied. Mm. Ooh.
Speculated that Devon disposed of the evidence from the scene directly into a neighbor's trash can. The scheduled garbage collection was that morning,
Oh,
only hours away. If she carried items outside in a laundry basket, away from the view of the neighbor's camera, it would have been collected by the time Yoko discovered John's body the next day.
mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Listen, look, I had said the same thing. I was like, is she physically capable of severing a head? Like, I'm like, I don't, let me see her shoulders, cause that takes time. Exactly. Your story ain't making sense.
On the floor and had tested positive for her DNA. These bottles were identical to
Why
those
is your DNA on the
that John's cell phone had traveled with her to her house with his blood on it.
with
Devin
his
explained
blood on it,
John had
ma'am?
furniture into his trailer earlier that day. It was logical that he would have bled a little onto his device.
She was
He had
making
told
up
her to
stuff.
keep his other personal items safe while moving. But the medical examiner determined that the only bleeding injury John had sustained on his entire body
Was
was
the
at
head?
his hand. Despite the mounting evidence, Devon continued her denial.
She just
She
keep
cited
she can't. Yeah. Look, she get mad. Look, she getting hostile. From his house to your house with his blood on it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Last person. Bingo. Did not look. And just that's what really bothers me about, you know, listening to, you know, true crime stories that involve co-parents. That I can't lie, it does trigger me a little bit. I like I would be lying if I say that it doesn't. It really does trigger me because the girls, look at the two little girls. They done lost their dad. Now they about to get ready to lose their mama. Imagine that. And oh, Devier, I'm assuming, is gonna be stepdaddy. Like, what happened, Devin? Just explain to us what happened. Because, okay, you blacked out. But not only did you black out, ma'am, you snapped. You can't black out unless there's something that triggers the blackout. Now, of course, we know alcohol does cause a blackout as well, but was you drinking, Devin? Like something caused this blackout. And I'm just trying to figure out, was it something he said? Um, was it something that he did? You know, because it seems like she's trying to give us like little bits of it. Well, he tried to come on to me and I bust him across the head. Okay, so, and then you didn't stop, basically. You bust him across the head and then you just kept going. Like it didn't stop there. It just escalated some way, somehow. I'm like, well, I'm just curious to know why it didn't stop at the bust across the head. Like, why did it have to go to? Where did these tools come from? What were like these items, these sharp items? Because it was a manual one and then it was electrical one, or power one. So I'm like, where did these come from? Like, well, there's some anger. Look, I told you, she real angry. I'm talking about it's worse. You took his head off. So all that I ain't even. I'm not buying it because I'm like it's worse than that. It's definitely worse than that. I wish Yoko would have came downstairs and intervened. I know she heard it. I know she heard the commotion and the arguing and the yelling and the screaming. It had to be something. I don't know why she didn't go check on them. I don't know why she didn't go check on them. It's the power drill for me. I ain't no way I'm finna hear some arguing and then I hear a random power drill going off. I'm like, my senses would have had me being nosy. Being child, I'm at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1:30 in the morning, you hear just a random power drill. Oh, the devil is a lie. Child, I would have
In 2025,
look at her
Devin Michaels agreed to
with
a
her real
plea
hair.
deal that would see her serve a life sentence for murder with the possibility of parole after 15 years. They
15
asked the court to formally accept her sentence.
plea deal.
She instead took the opportunity to proclaim
Her
her innocence.
innocence? Ma'am, I don't want to hear this. You didn't take a plea deal.
Feels that I'm innocent. I claim, and I understand that, but I can actually claim innocence. I actually can.
The devil is a lie. You wouldn't have taken the plea deal if you could actually prove no ma'am, you wouldn't have never took a plea deal. You would have took it to court, you would have gave it all the evidence to you, but you don't have nothing because what is there?
And
Stop wasting my time. Listen, let me see how this gonna end.
he's guilty. Nothing was. Devin accused the state and Henderson investigators of manipulating the evidence against her and twisting the truth.
Where? How?
He manipulated and altered deleted things as wrong.
Deleted things.
Do it. And they
There she go. Look.
know that the things are altered. And people are guilty. Mr. Michael, you are not to address.
Ma'am, you pled guilty and you took a plea deal. Why are you talking wasting my time? Ma'am, are you kidding me right
You are to just lost it.
now? Okay, Judge. Okay, Judge. Pixie cut. Exactly. Exactly. You can't, ma'am. You're going to jail. I completely agree. Oh, let's go to trial. He's
From the charting sticks.
oh no, she didn't blew it. Damn. I was trying to figure out why we had so much time left. Oh no, she didn't blow her play deal. Oh my God, why would you see? That's what I was trying to understand. I'm like, why are you talking? What is this? What? Oh no. Oh no. Let me.
And you understand that he's going to drive escapes on an open letter.
Exactly. Look, you need to talk to your lawyer.
She didn't listen to anything I said. That's why you let me go.
What I'm saying, and do you want to go to trial? Withdraw your plea and go to trial. She said yes. Oh no. Oh no, you want a jury trial? You had a plea deal, life, parole after 15. Eligible for parole, eligible. 15? You wanna risk it? Oh, honey.
Was withdrawn. Devin Michaels stood trial for the murder of Jonathan Willett in November 2025.
There's practically no difference
I don't
between
know.
our
Let's see.
$4
Let's see how this goes. I ain't ready to comments. Let me see. I ain't ready to
Devin
comment.
went to trial with the defense attorney, Robert
Oh,
Dreskovich,
oh,
who also presented a new defense.
oh.
At the center of his argument was the assertion that Devin's young husband, Devier, had killed his father.
He
Dreskovich
was babysitting.
investigators were too quick to
I knew she was gonna try to pin it on him.
27-year-old was poised to lose both his wife and his home if his father moved in and took his place.
I knew she was gonna try to pin it on him.
Taking care of his two sisters, or rather his
Stepdaughters.
in which the state determined that the murder occurred.
Babysit.
Could he not have simply left his cell phone at home?
Again, he's ruled out
She got a wig.
because he didn't have the phone on him. His dad was killed. He killed his father. He just left his phone home when he did that.
There was some activity on Devier's device while it registered at the house on Porcupine Rim.
You on Wi-Fi?
At 10:36 p.m., he texted his wife, telling her that he was going to bed.
Oh,
Roughly 2 hours later, his wife still not at home.
oh,
He was awake and viewing photos of the two of them
oh,
together.
oh.
The state suggested this phone data was an alibi. The defense argued it showed motive to kill his father.
Motive. He ain't even in the picture.
He took the stand.
Oh my.
Police officers
Boy, you better get on the stand.
responses.
Don't Tory Lanez yourself. Get up there.
Who he often
Get
referred
up
to
there.
as Nikki, were still
Don't
legally
you Tory Lanez yourself. Get your butt up there on that stand.
the strain that it had placed on his relationship with his father.
Bingo.
Sexual relationship with
Ooh,
Nikki is it a
ooh.
tumultuous relationship?
Obviously. tumultuous. Oh, it's toxic.
Back and forth.
Toxic. Just say toxic. Toxic. Stop using the big word toxic, sir. Toxic. Is it toxic?
Devin was not the only one who initially lied to law enforcement in the first days.
Debbie, are you lying?
Deviere had also told detectives that he was in a marriage of convenience, stating that he slept on the couch every night. At
Oh.
that time, he also said that he and his father had never gotten along. On the stand, however, he testified to a different version of events,
Stop all that lying.
authentic. He also told jurors that he loved his father. They only ever argued when they had worked together.
Mm.
Would you have any reason to use
Absolutely not.
relationship with Nikki at varying points of time? Yes. And so had your dad moved in and you've been told you gotta go stay at a buddy's house, move out or whatever, would that have been a big deal for you at the time? You were asked, were you estranged from your father? And you said, we didn't get along, correct? Only while working, so you. I'm sorry? Only while we were. So you're
Okay.
still saying you guys got along just fine? It's just work related? Anytime I was with him, not every time.
Ooh. Answer the question though. Don't do that. Just yes or no.
You know?
Ooh. Ooh.
You
2 years. Oh well, I don't know when he found out. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
Ooh. Ooh. Mm. 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 Don't over elaborate. Ooh.
Motion activated home security camera positioned around the corner from the Porcupine Rim home captured Deviere's white work truck parked in front of the house.
No movement at all. He ain't leave. He ain't went nowhere.
8 a.m. No cameras in the neighborhood captured him leaving either in the van or by any other means between those
No
times.
Uber, no Lyft.
One street leading to and from the neighborhood,
He ain't went nowhere.
no vehicle were being captured on camera.
Bingo.
The distance between the two houses is
Mhm.
about 25 miles.
Okay.
The defense suggested
What is that, about
that
25?
to successfully avoid detection
Uh-huh.
from security cameras, it would be Deviere who worked in the field.
Uh-huh.
A technician would notice camera placements and understand better than
Oh,
others.
please. Oh,
They
please.
scrolled through countless pictures from Deviere's phone of all the cameras that he had installed.
Oh,
They also
please.
pointed to a footprint located in the backyard of the Paladura house. It was never analyzed against any suspects. Could Deviere have accessed the house in the night through the backyard?
Oh, please. Oh, please. Such a reach
During
for the defense. Look at Yoko.
He spoke with
I'm mad at her.
as Nikki
I'm
around
mad at her. In the kitchen.
this. Returning to her bedroom, she
Uh-huh.
was awoken by a loud noise, followed by dogs barking.
It's that deceit for me. I'm talking about that deceit. To be in her kitchen, washing dishes with her, all in the face, talking, chit chatting, smiling and stuff. Oh, that deception just.
She estimated that was at roughly 2 a.m.
Yeah,
Though
she finna leave.
previously told police as well as the grand jury that she believed the noises she heard had been later, closer to 3 a.m., which would have been outside of the window of time.
After
for
she, after. Oh,
Yoko's
because he was gone, right? Oh, I hear go. I hear go. Hold on. Pause. Let me cut the camera off because I don't need nobody to be. Let me go get Cole because he up out here. Not gonna Kevin at me. Let me go get him. Oh, nothing like a little brief intermission.
Testified that he had been using a butcher knife to prepare dog food on the afternoon of August 6th. The next day, the knife was missing.
Look, see what I mean? Now the excuse me. Now the butcher knife is missing. Where is that? Where is that? Where the butcher knife at?
It was never found.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to the allegations made by Devon's defense team
Mhm.
towards her husband,
Mm-hmm.
they also poked holes in how the investigation was conducted. Nearly every witness who had attended the crime scene testified that there was far less blood than they would have anticipated seeing,
For a
given the
decapitation.
nature of
Mm-hmm.
John's injuries.
Mm-hmm.
That a power tool had been used and there was no spatter anywhere on the
Right.
walls could
Mm-hmm.
have suggested that he was actually decapitated
Somewhere else. Mm-hmm.
moved to the bed. Luminol testing to reveal stains that had been wiped clean was never undertaken.
Oh my goodness.
There
Y'all ain't never do a luminol test?
to this gruesome act, no link to the tools used.
And so, well, that also, because she wouldn't have never been able to move him, right? I don't know. Uh-oh. This may,
Draskovich suggested that someone installing home security systems every day likely kept such power tools for their work.
oh my goodness. They still trying to pin it on Devier. This is gonna be interesting.
Evidence. I mean, still had evidence that she was involved in the application. She didn't do it. Try and paint her as this devious, manipulative, conniving temptress. But think about it. Suicide, 19-year-old. You know, when we talk about motive, what drives a person to murder,
Mm-hmm.
is it not? Young man, his first love, that's coming to an end when dad's coming in and moving him, the dad that he said was never there.
When it came time for the state to close its case,
Mm-hmm.
prosecutor John Gordani told the jury that it was time to shift the focus back towards reality.
Right.
That there was an overwhelming amount of evidence that Devin Michaels had committed this murder and everything that followed. Accusing an innocent man would not change that.
Stop.
Let's talk about reality.
Representing Michael.
Mm-hmm.
An exceptional job.
They're trying to distract y'all. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Done a good job of coming through and poking as many holes as they can and get evidence. I commend that. But they no mistake.
Mm.
Not only guilty at the stake.
Mm.
That deserves justice. Those girls deserve justice.
Mm-mm.
Defense attorney gets up there and it's gone.
Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh.
Those people are
I think it. Not one.
Same guy,
Right. Right. Right.
was taking advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Much older than Devier. He's a young knucklehead.
Manipulated.
No disrespect, but that guy's not a criminal mastermind. He's not. Cameras. He had left his phone behind because he was thinking ahead to what he
Right.
was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have his phone to contact anyone. There's no Uber notifications or no pickups or
No
anything
Uber.
suggested.
I said that.
11.
Mm.
So who did you contact and when?
To get it right there.
It's undeniable that there were gaps in the case. It was
Obviously.
missing evidence and no specified cause of death.
Mm-hmm.
Nonetheless, the bloody cell phone alone was enough to prove
Oh, that was enough.
killings.
And it was in New York. You dropped it.
Right? There's a missing head.
Mm-hmm.
There's a missing murder.
Mm-hmm.
There's missing words. No doubt.
But that ain't no missing suspect.
Reality.
Mm-hmm.
Just because she ditched the head,
Uh-huh.
and therefore the doctors can't confidently say what injury did it,
Mm-hmm.
does that mean she gets a reward? Like, does she get to benefit?
Not a reward. Mm-hmm.
Of course not. Does that mean we can't convict her of murder? Of course not.
Right.
Except for up here. The phone left at 2:04 with a droplet of blood on it. That means the murder happened before 2:04.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm.
My kids stole my phone and spent
Come on, prosecution. Bring it home.
Jury deliberated for just under 2 hours
Oh,
before
mm-mm. Oh, guilty.
This is Devin Jade Michaels, aka Devin Millett, aka Nikki Fairchild,
Ooh.
aka Tracy Baker, aka Tracy Nicole Tavares, defendant. Case number C-23-377
She running through it. She running through it.
Find the defendant.
Guilty.
One, murder with use of a deadly weapon. Guilty.
Guilty. Yes, ma'am.
2025. Sorry.
You blew your plea deal, honey. You blew your plea deal.
After refusing her plea deal, Devin Michaels was granted her wish to make her case for innocence in front of a jury.
And blew it.
She never testified.
Exactly.
Evidence that she
That was my. I'm like, Devier even got on the stand. You did all that, and you didn't even get on the stand. The profession, and God, you blew your plea deal.
claimed would prove her innocence was never produced.
Exactly, because she didn't.
Has set the sentencing date for January 8th, 2026.
Ooh.
She faces 51 years to life in prison.
Hey, John.
How do I have so much drive or energy? So I told him, man, the key is happiness. You got to do something you like to do.
Right.
And work.
Right. Oh. 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 Mm. Mm. Mm.
Shit I want to do. So
Stop cussing. And that was the.
And that was the tragic case of Jonathan Willett. Thank you for joining me, and a special thanks this week goes out to the motivational channel, Mott57, Mahogany Angel 29, Poppy Black 123, Mr. Quabina.
I can't believe. I can't believe it. I can't believe that she did that. And the fact that you blew your plea deal. What was, ma'am, what you took a plea deal for? Oh my, who is that? Oh my God, feel somebody. Feel your energy. Must have been Christian. You just blew your plea deal. Eligible for parole when? After when? 15. For what? She blew me. Blew me. I'm blown for you. Mm-mm. Let me get me a little. Who is this? Let me balance myself because she had worked me up. She had worked me all up my blood pressure. Them cinnamon graham crackers. Child. That's that real 80s crack right there for sure. Let me close this curtain. Ew. Obviously, they close it and all the way. Got too much light beaming through. I'm wrapping it up. I'm wrapping it up. Remember, I gotta reread. What was that? Dear Universe. I'll read it again. Who is that? Who is that? Madeline. Hello. I just dropped my top. Just finished watching the video. What are you doing?
I just looked on Facebook and
Oh,
didn't this time. I want to see the light on the
okay. Well, go and lay back down.
Okay.
Bye. Bye. Oh, come and say hello. You could have said, I said you could have came and said hello.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say hello since you're here.
Hello,
What's your name?
Madeline.
No. Hello, Madeline. I think I was about to get ready to finish charging this real quick.
Oh, that's the video.
I know, right? That's why I said I'm wrapping it up. I was watching the video, that's why.
That's what I said.
I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm opening it up now.
This is so crazy. We had Thanksgiving break.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going on Christmas break.
With an iPhone charger, dude. I don't know. Technically, I need to put you back on the charger. Okay, man. Go ahead and relax, man. Go ahead and relax. You can lay back down so you can get yourself back to sleep.
Okay. What's the video?
When I'm done,
Okay.
can you pass me that top right there? I just dropped it. The top to that cream. You see it? Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome.
Fine, Madeline. Did I bring my computer? Shit. Okay, bring my laptop. Okay, that's fine. Get it off of here. Should I read it off of here, right? Put it down. Where the mic is. Okay. Let me matter of fact, I should have bought the computer. That's my fault. Let me I also need to airdrop this real quick so I can read it because I'm not going to be able to read it. I mean, I can, but it just, I would prefer to have it. You know. Okay, I got it. And then I have the go back to my to be too short. Let's go ahead excuse me. Oof, excuse me. All right. I'm gonna re-record Dear Universe. I didn't bring my computer. I don't know why I didn't do that. Dear future self. Is it on? It's on. Okay. You just see the train while I'm waiting for the process. It's something about the white background versus the black background that I'm trying to like learn the algorithm for. 50%. Okay. The line's charged. That's what I was also doing as well. Like once it go out, I just have to charge it. And then I use the other one while it is charging. And so what I end up having to do is, luckily I have an extension cord. So now I'll charge this one. Okay. Okay. I have a charger. Anybody else need to be on the charger? No. It's okay. I'll charge those mics another time. Okay. I'll do. I just have to, because I forgot to do tag and everything. Saturday, December 13th, 2020. I forgot to say happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Saturday, December 20. Oh my goodness, it's not even Sunday, it's Monday. It's 12/24. Happy Monday. Dear Universe. Saturday, December 13th, 2025. 7:43 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dear Universe. Dear Universe. Thank you for forgiveness. Thank you for redemption. Thank you for honesty. Thank you for transparency. Thank you for confidence. Thank you for authenticity. Thank you for courage. Thank you for resilience. Thank you for humility. Thank you for financial literacy. Thank you to my ancestors. Thank you to the universe. Thank you to my memory. Thank you to motherhood. Thank you to womanhood. Thank you to my childhood. Thank you for my existence. Thank you to my future self. Thank you to my spiritual self. Thank you for karmic integrity. Thank you for mind games. Thank you for financial peace. Thank you for manifestation. Thank you for the subconscious. Thank you for consciousness. Thank you for the superconscious. Thank you for miracles. Thank you for protection from evil. Thank you for warding off negativity. 7:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dear future self, okay, no F ups. Mrs. Don't mind games. Alright, let me change it real quick. Wait, I have to see what it's gonna look like. Just go back. Let me stop pushing stuff because she'll get the glitching. What are you trying to process? Are you trying to edit? What? No, hold on. Just let me let you finish. Go back. Let me edit it. Okay. Because I was trying to see, I was trying to make sure it wasn't. Right. I got you. I got you. Let me put it right here so it's not in front of the words. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Let me put you right here. Okay, that'll work too. That'll work. Okay. I said that I had to re-record it. I put it in the white background. So that way it's not like, doing too much. Every now and then I have to just go through my pictures on here because he just does all type of stuff. Excuse me. Don't be having gas. I just can't believe. And shout out to the prosecution because he was like, whoa. These are some real accusations going on here. I don't even want the plea deal to stand no more. Like, look at, whoa. The judge was like, I totally agree. Like, I mean, she shouldn't even be having this type of attitude right now because you took a plea. Now you're trying to flip the script and all that. The judge was like, you want to go to trial? Do you want to go to trial? The fact that she, like, wait, what? You want to go to trial? But why, honey? Why? Like, why would you do that? I'm not saying anything is wrong with going to trial. It's just you had already had the plea deal, so you didn't really need to be doing all this extra stuff. There's no need to be trying to go to trial, honey. You already got the plea deal. You good. And so just imagine now the jury, you took a plea and then you, oh man, that's let me get up off of here. Um, I'm gonna try to get something edited for my future self. If not, then we're just gonna come back tomorrow. Um, and we're gonna type something up tomorrow and maybe edit the emojis. But right now, I'm wrapping it up. I'm wrapping it up. Um, I know. I spent a little time on YouTube today, because oh, I'm off tonight. Okay, well then that means that I'll use tonight to type up something and do all that. Okay, because I am off. I am off. Uh, I still keep Mondays off. I still keep Mondays off. That way, give me time to recoup. So, um, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that. All right. So then that means I'll see you Tuesday. Tuesday. I won't see you tonight. I'll see you Tuesday night. I appreciate everybody stopping in, dropping in, saying hello, hitting the like on the way in and stuff like that. That's always much appreciated. Appreciated, of course. Appreciate everybody who subscribe, unsubscribe. We know how this goes. I'm not really obsessed over the whole number count and things of that such. It's just more so of appreciating being able to go live, and engaging and interacting. So as you can see, I have the channel on, but it's subscriber mode. So that means we just not gonna be letting any old body just come in and say what they want to say and all that stuff, how that goes. We don't do that. We don't live our life like that. Peace and tranquility. Um, and so I'm gonna get on up out of here. But in the meantime, in between time, okay. Love you. Bye.